Yo, what it do? Okay, before we get all the way started, the first thing we're gonna do is anybody that has complaints about the sound, let's do it now. I had a blackout. I've been setting it back up, but for some reason it didn't come back exactly how I set it up. So just want to make sure you guys are getting good volume before we start messing with stuff. And then people come in later and be like, oh, but I couldn't hear you. If you can't hear me, now is the time to speak on it so we can fix it ahead of the game. All right, boom. You guys are having a snow apocalypse? What's going on, Cat? Okay, Paul says it's good. And as long as Paul says it's good, everybody else can eat a sandwich. Camera Junks in the building. Back from the dead, full speed ahead, 2024. Hope y'all are fine. Yes. AT is in the building. Oh, AT got stream decks. AT got stream decks. She's in there. If I sound a little funny, it's because I had surgery on both sides of my face, and it hurts. Let's just put it that way. So yes, boom. It's supposed to be in the Northeast. Okay, that means I better hit up my sister right after this and check on top of her face. All right, so, ow. Some things popped off last week, and they're really cool, and I think they're going to be beneficial to a bunch of you guys. So we're going to go through this quick, and I may have to that's my boy. What is up, Big Rich? How are you doing, brother? Oh man, I would love to go to Rodeo Goat with you. It's probably Rodeo Donkey. Man, I never remember the name of this joint, but I'd have to eat like those fries and smash them up into a paste. Ooh, Rich, I'm coming to Dallas. Hold on. Hold on. This is not important to today's stream, but since Rich is here and Rich is my homie, y'all got to deal with it. I'm coming to Dallas. When am I coming to Dallas? Just put this joint in my calendar. What is wrong with you? I think September. Yes, I'm coming to Dallas in September. That's what it is. Yes, I'm coming to Dallas in September. I'm going to go hang out with Rich, Cat. What else? I'm going to go hang out in Deep Ellum, and eat good food. Anyway, so I wanted to show you guys this because this might be extremely helpful to you. And again, I didn't touch it. I wanted to do it from naked. So we're going to do this raw dog naked. I wanted to show you guys what's available. Okay. So Microsoft had talked about this for a hot minute, but it came out now and it's real. So now you can get here. You go to copilot.microsoft.com. Okay. Now let's just say in pure supposition, you like me don't want to play with the web page. I'm gonna give you two other choices. Let's open up the App Store. App Store. Bang. And then let me come over here and make these windows the same size so my job is easier, because you know what it is. Windows the same size. That makes the job easier. I'm going to come back to this browser window here. I'm going to duplicate this bad boy. And then I'm going to change this one to App Store. And then just switch this. Boom, boom. And then now we're cooking with Pam. Okay, a lot of people forget this, but if you were to go here and type in Microsoft Copilot, you're gonna see it, but you got to be careful. If you're here and it's on the part that says Mac apps, you're not gonna see anything because it's not a Mac app. What it is though is an iPad app. So you click this guy. And because you're running an M1 based computer, only M1 based computers, but if you're running an M1 based computer, M2, M3, of course, you can come here and hit the get button and then install it that way. Okay? So that's going to basically install the iPad version directly on your computer. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and open this. And let me move this to where you guys will be able to watch So I need to change this real quick. Okay. And then what I'm getting is some pop-ups real quick, just making sure that I allow it, gangster capabilities. Go ahead and press continue, and you're good to go. You can use this without signing in. However, I will sign in, but we'll come back to the desktop version in a hot piece. For now, let's pimp out the web version, because I see a lot of you guys will be about this life as well. So here's the web version. And again, you can use this without being signed in or anything. But I'd only sign in because I want to keep my history and things like that. So from what I understand, and again, I didn't touch this at all. I wanted to start from just Jump Street with you guys. You're going to need a Microsoft account. If you have an Xbox, you got one. If you had a Hotmail account back in the day, you might still have one. If you use Office 365 at all, same account, whatever. It's your same standard Microsoft account. So let me go ahead and sign in real quick. I'm going to sign in with a personal account. If you don't have one of these bad boys, you can. Hold on. This is none of your damn business. Let me switch back here. You can get, if you have a student in your household, somebody that goes to high school or college, you can get the Office teacher student edition for like $100 a year, right? All right, we're good. We're logged in. Gotta love 1Password. Okay, so for this particular case, I'll stay signed in, and then bam. So now we're here. So you can have this browser open and ready to go. All right. So what do you get? You have some prompts here, like why do people fly in their dreams? That's funny. I don't care. Where should I travel if I want to have a spiritual experience? I know the answer to that question. I can help you. Just go with me to Japan. Write a song that celebrates the beauty of the earth. Write a funny limerick. These are the standard corny stuffs. But for us, we're normally going to do something a little bit more elegant. Okay, so you can ask for more creative, more balanced, or more precise. Let's do something here. Let's go to more precise, and let's go make a list of the top 10 useful BUSINESS task you can do in Canva. I just saw Michelle, so let's do that. And then, because this is basically directly connected to the browser, you're going to get some stuff that you're not going to just instantly see in your standard ChatGPT. And what makes this interesting is for those people who don't have a paid ChatGPT account. Sorry, drugs make me slow. If you don't have a paid GPT account, you get to use this. Now, you only get 30 prompts a day or whatever. I don't know when they're going to turn on monetization or whatever. But the advantage of doing it this way is it will give you, you'll get used to asking your questions better so you don't waste your prompts. The other way that I would do this, now write this down, somebody repeat this in the chat just in case. I would open up ChatGPT to get your thought process down. Ask it over there on your free version of ChatGPT. And then once you have it down and you kind of know what you want, come back over to Copilot, knowing that you only have these 30, and then reposit the question here when you have taken out the wasting time parts of the question. Hold that thought. Hold on. Wow. Pain. Okay. Okay. So Yeah, this is kind of hot, and I wanted you guys to get in there, so I didn't want to not come today, even though I probably should be in bed. I wanted to make sure that you get an opportunity to see this right away and start messing around with it. So, thank you, Paul, for dropping that for me. Make it easier for me to reiterate this. Um, Use ChatGPT to get your thought process down. Okay, so Tommy posits a dope question. Uh, First of all, Tommy, can't wait to see you. um, to me, ChatGPT has always been the best. Just in case you forgot, just in case anybody doesn't remember, Microsoft is using GPT-4. And now you're getting, though, is a complement of GPT-4 directly connected to the browser. So, yeah, it's a little bit cooler that way. Okay? So, I think this is going to be better. Now, what's going to happen this year? Here's a prediction. Write this one down. You know how I do. I like to come back to y'all and be like, "Told you." I believe that basically coming up now, Bard will start to do some catching up, and Bard and ChatGPT will flip flop as far as power goes over the next year. So they're going to go back and forth. As of now, Bard to me hasn't really been able to just keep up with the absolute sexiness of ChatGPT. OpenAI has been a heck of a lot quicker moving. I think Google has been taking their time to try to do things, in a let's call it a smarter way, to just kind of like make sure that they know what they're doing, make sure they have everything sort of laid out, and it's caused them to move a wee bit slower. Not bad, not bad at all. It has worked. It's totally works, but I feel that ChatGPT just has a little bit better. Okay, so Michelle has a similar. She says, I've gone back and forth with Bing, Bard, and ChatGPT, and has a feeling that she herself prefers ChatGPT as well. And then Keely says that Bard does not like Canadians, which, hey, there you go. Oh, yes. So, Keels, if you're at your keyboard, can you try this? From my understanding, this only works in the U.S. However, my also understanding is that VPN just makes it work anyway. So, in a way, it's kind of silly, right? In a way, it's kind of silly because they blocked it in so many ways, but then yet simple VPN action can get you in. So, I'm curious for Keely or anybody else that is not in the continental U.S. Hey, Joe, what it do, man? What's up, Sailor? Good to see you too, brother. Yeah, anybody who's not directly in the U.S., try give it a pop and see what happens. And if it doesn't, pop any of your socks, let's call it a day. So let's go and check the output real quick. Let's see. It says create a logo. We kind of knew that. Create Facebook posts and covers. Now, I know that, you know that, Michelle knows that, but, someone who's just starting out, they may not really remember that kind of stuff. You definitely can create Instagram stories and posts and even schedule them. I don't know if the response mentions that. With hundreds of templates of Instagram stories, posts, choose from Canva, makes designing graphics for your Instagram precise and easy. Okay, but it doesn't talk about scheduling, so this is where you would add your own little party to it. Create images for your blog. Yes, I love that, especially because it has, what is that word called? Royalty-free images, right? So you can do some cool stuff like that, but then make sure that there is a logo or some connection to your blog when you go to post it, so it doesn't look, it makes it more specific to you. And let's see. Let's go to design an ebook. Michelle can tell you all about that. Design a digital download. Hello. Hello. Design product markups. Generate QR codes. Yes, this is one that's often forgot about, but yes, it can generate QR codes. You can print custom mugs. I would go further than this and say that you can print all kinds of things directly from in Canva, and then put a presentation together. So these are good. And hey, listen, here's a post. You know this stuff, and it seems super simplistic, but trust me, people are Googling these things or searching. Let's use a better terminology. So what you do is take this and expand upon these and turn these into a post for your site. Okay, so George posits the question: how does Gemini come into play? Gemini is fake right now. Gemini is absolute fake right now. Google came out, they dragged their ding across the stage and be like, "Hey, girl," and then they left, and they were just totally like releasing stuff before it was ready to go. So I find that to be a little bit funny because it was the talk the day that it was announced. It was the talk like, oh, this is just going to be so good, so good, so good. And it turns out they didn't do nothing. They straight up lied. So there you go. Has linked into the search algorithm. Yes, I believe it does. But you could do that directly in ChatGPT or Bing as well, because search engines, right? And it's not that Google, the search algorithm on, let me speak this English. It's not that the search algorithm for YouTube is any different from the search algorithm for Google.com. They're the same, right? Yeah, they're the same. Just trust you, me, they're the same. So you don't. It kind of doesn't matter, but you can do that in. You could do that in GPT, just standard Chat GPT. You can have it search for YouTube oriented things. I've done tons of videos on that over the last couple of months. Somewhere in the back catalog, you'll see there's lots of ways to tighten that up. Keely said it didn't work. Oh, I know why. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you how to do this, Keels. Let's see. Jugo admin console. I think you need to go to Jugo admin console. Right? Let's sign it in. It should have me already signed in. Ooh, do I want to use this one? Yeah, I'll use this one. This one is fine. None of your business. All right. So in your Google Admin Console, if you have one of these, one of the things inside the settings, can I hit it? Yes, you can. Where is it? Maybe under more options. Tools for unmanaged users. No, where the heck is it? It's under settings. Let's try home. Product updates. Show more. There's a setting in here that says to use alpha things. Here, hold on. Let me look it up. No, that's not it, man. Okay, I'm gonna send it to you later because there's a setting in your Google Admin Console that allows you to use like beta and alpha products, and then it would work. That is, let me try beta. Because remember, we used to have, oh, there it is, early access. That's the terminology. Haha, found it. Here you go, Kills. I'm going to give you the link down here in the bottom of the chat. Turn on early access. Boom. If you go to your Google Admin Console, turn on early access, and then you'll be good to go. Most of us did this in order to play with NotebookLM, which is also super dope. I'll show you guys in a minute if my face don't start hurting more than it does now. You want to go to apps and you want to go to additional Google services. Okay, so if we go back here, we go to apps, and then we go to additional Google services. This joint right here, and then go back here. Go to scroll until you click early access settings. Okay. It's not alphabetical. Oh, there it is. See, early access. So click this and then turn it on. On. And then then it should work. Now you should be able to slide in and get in where you fit in. And then you'll be good to go. Let me know if that works. Yeah, so there's that. Okay, so going back to Copilot, there's just things that you could do to have it like ask you further questions. What are the most frequent keep in mind, this is important. Remember to tell it your audience. Now, always going to spell this wrong. It takes me a couple times. Anybody got a shortcut to remind me? Let me know. ENTREPRENUERS. Did I get it? I might have got it. I always get it wrong. Ha! I got it right that time. No, I didn't. Dang it. Anyway, come on, fix yourself. Oh my God, I hate when that's okay. It knows how to fix it. I hate that. I don't know if it's just me, but recently the built-in Apple joint don't always work. It kind of drives me batty. And I guess I'm gonna have to cheat. Sometimes if you do this, it'll still work. There you go. Oh my God. Let me copy it. ENTREPRE. I got that part. ENTREPRE and EU. There you go. That's where I got it. That's where I screwed up. I don't know why I have such a hard time with that one, but it drives me nuts. It always slows me down. I have to stop what I'm doing to get that one right. And you guys are my audience. Okay, so now it's doing its thing. I don't know, man. I think Chad is a little quicker, which is funny because they're the same code base. Maybe it's just the presentation layer of making this pretty because of Bing, if you will, Copilot now. Maybe that slows it down just a squidge. I'm not sure. But yeah, it drives me nuts. Okay, so here again, Michelle, screenshot that. If you got my Command Shift X, it'll pull all the text out for you, so you already have exactly the text. But let me give you the shotty shot right here, and then you take this and you use this to generate yourself a little article, something you throw up on especially beginning of the year. Some people just signed up for it. You know what I mean? This is that people are just starting out. Okay, let's point this back. Let's come back over here. This is an important conversation. If you have tutorial content, the beginning of the year is the time to run back all your how-tos. The most important how-tos, the most winning how-tos you had from last year. I don't care if you made that video in October. If anything older than October, whatever was your number one how-to videos, recreate them for like the next 8 weeks. That's what you want to do. So take that, Michelle. Here, let me, before I forget, I'm going to just text this to Michelle real quick. Oh, forgot to tell Caleb. Done. Let's see. Michelle Lawrence. And then drag and drop. Boom. Sent. Now you have it. All right, so let's go back here. So some other things that you'll find about this is, I mean, it was theirs. I mean, you was here, so I just did it. So I'll save you some time. All right, let's do this. Plus, I keep yelling at you to do camera content, and you keep like, I don't want to. Sorry. I'll put in Michelle's dirty laundry on these streets. Here. Copilot. There is, if you happen to be a Microsoft user, like say you bisexual and you have a Windows machine, you can integrate these bad boys into things like Microsoft Teams. If you need to use that for work, you can integrate it into 365. If you have an Azure server, you can run it on a server. If you have Windows 11, it runs as a sidebar on Windows 11. So I think it's interesting play what Microsoft is doing here. The one that has me the most curious, Apple Mail, I use it, not my favorite. I've tried a couple of the other, App Store mail apps. None of them make me excited. Canary was probably the closest. And the one from Riedel, why can't I remember the name right now? Spark is pretty good. But now that Outlook has Copilot built in, I might revisit using Outlook. And even if that means having to give Outlook like, what is it, $5 a month? Because of the fact that it has Copilot built in now, right? So to me, I don't know about you, fam. I think it might be worth it. And I think you can make the account for free. I don't know if Copilot comes with that for free, but yeah, Outlook says it's free. So boom. I don't know if Copilot runs in that, but it says that Copilot works. You definitely don't have to worry about this. But worst case scenario, Microsoft 365 basic Outlook is $19 a year. That's $2 a month to have an AI assistant built into your email with a site that you can trust is not stealing all your email. So that comes in handy for quick replies, writing proposals, things like that. So I don't know, it might be worth a look. Anyway, I might dig into that separately because Apple Mail is really getting on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? Keely was able to get in. Google knows that I'm in Canada despite the VPN. Safari let her in. So there you go. Now you know. Okay, let's take a quick look at the other one. Boom. Let's bring up. This is the App Store version. Let's see. It's going to have me sign in with my Microsoft account. Does 1Password work? Will you work? Let's go. Autofill. Allow. Nope. Jerk. That's okay. That is okay. Next, pimp. Come on. All right. This thing definitely does not like 1Password. Let me open up 1Password separately and get the password. Oh, by the way, I mentioned this, but in case some of y'all missed the stream on Tuesday, If you have a service that allows you to use passkey, use it. Especially if you have one password which can store your passkeys. Um, and please, anything that asks to text you uh, verification codes, turn that mess off. Like, try to avoid using SMS and email as verification codes unless it's like the secondary backup or whatever. Due to the fact that if someone has your device, I got your computer in my hand, it's already unlocked, and I am able to text the verification codes to myself. I get them on the computer, and if I'm able to email them to myself, and you have Apple Mail, say for instance, I can get those too. So you either password those apps so that they have a different password when you launch and you can't get in, or get rid of the sending you SMS. You want to use something like a one-time password through an authenticator app like 1Password or KeyPass or something of that nature. There's an app. Oh, that's my man, Rich. You know what? I believe you're correct. And I believe I actually have one. Expansion is currently disabled. Oh, I know why, because it's trying to log in. Yo, this is slow. So now you know that this is slow. Come on. Yes, I will fix that. Thank you, Rich. I think I had a list in Text Expander called commonly misspelled words, but I don't know if I had put that one in there. Thinking about VPN services, we got Nord. Users can choose the US service. Yeah, that's the whole way the VPN normally works. But I got rid of Nord because it was failing on a lot of stuff that I used to use it for because it's so popular. People that kind of figured it out. And right now I'm on Surfshark. Surfshark is good and Surfshark is fast. That's the number one reason why I love it is because it's quick. Man, this is not working. Is there a box hiding? 1 second. I'm looking for hidden. You know how they do, right? They hide a dialog box somewhere and you think it's working, but it ain't working. I'm just going to move this around real quick. I don't see any hidden dialog boxes, so it's just slow. I don't know what the hang it's doing, but it's taking its sweet merry time to do it. Oh, I'm logged in. There we go. All right, got my languages. That's all square. I think everything here is default. Should be fine. Let's go back to this. And then boom, just a moment. So you come over here. You can flick the GPT-4 toggle box. They use the same, sort of generic doohickeys. I'm going to embiggen this for my eyeballs. Actually, let me move it over here. I'm going to embiggen this so that I can see, but I want to make it so that it's better for you guys. Because this is built on the iPad viewport, I didn't know if it would let me stretch, but it does. Yay! All right, GPT-4 it is. Responses may be slower while being creative. What's on your mind? All right. And so similar, you can just come in here, posit any sort of question that you would want to do. Let me think. I got to think of a good question. Hello, Miss Eileen. All right, there we go. Tommy, I'm in Copilot. Right here, middle bar. I'm in Copilot. So what happens is on the desktop, you can go to the App Store on the Mac and it will allow you to download the iPad version because M1 oriented English, dude. M1 oriented computers can run the iPad versions of apps. So, but the other thing that's cool is knowing that you can run the iPad version. I think it's because when I scale it, it cannot. Yeah, this app doesn't scale very well because it's designed to look for. So it's sharper here. I guess it doesn't make it any bigger, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, when you scale it, it's just what it does. It doesn't like that. Now, this seems like it did a good job. Blah, 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 blah. Depth adds richness and tightness to the low end of your audio. It may sound more full. Sparkle adds brightness. The detail of the high end of your audio, making it sound more crisp. There's the punch explanation, ratio explanation. Like, all of these are really, really good. Okay, so I told it to explain further the difference between high end and low end and why it matters to overall sound quality. This is wrong. This is wrong. So it doesn't like that. Now, can you edit? See, this is where ChatGPT would win. In ChatGPT, you can go and fix it. It used the terminology low end of your audio, high end of your audio. Over here, it's talking about a combination of quality of equipment and a combination of frequencies. So this part of the conversation got confused, but that's because of the way I did it. They're talking about cheap amps versus good amps, right? I used to sell these Marantz over here. So that in ChatGPT, you could realize that maybe I should have not hyphenated that. So let me fix this. I'll cheat. Let's see. Interesting that like ChatGPT is super easy. You just go in and you hit the edit button and you edit the question and you get different outputs. And a lot of people don't do that. But if you're doing this in ChatGPT and it doesn't give you your thing, rather than re-ask the question, sometimes it's better to re-edit the prompt and have it run again because you can do sort of A/B analysis between the two. But now it's doing a better job of explaining what I asked it, what I posited. So there's it. The last thing to show you real quick is that, of course, you can naturally do this on the phone. Let me get the App Store. Bam, bam. App Store. Puyaka. And then, boom, hit this. So we're going to go Copilot. If I remember correctly, it's pretty high on the list of productivity apps. Email apps, we don't want to do that. If we do apps. So if you, for whatever reason, you forget the name, it should be pretty high. It was crushing the other day when I first looked at this. I don't see it. I believe it's in the productivity section. Anyway, here we go. Let's press that. Thank you, Stephanie Jordan. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Nope, it lost it. It was only the day that all of the AI nerds started downloading it. Microsoft Copilot. And then you just boink. And it's going to download to your phone. So, time to update the GPT app. I wonder what they updated. And again, same thing. Just open it. And sign in using your sign-in credentials. I gotta use my face. How low can you go? Oi! Face. It's not liking my face. Oh, you want to be dirty. Hold on. I wonder if it struggled with my face a couple of times because my face is swollen. Theme. You must go dark. What are you doing? There you go. The dark night arrives. There you go. So, same smell on the phone. Just hit your little guy there. Now, let me check real quick. Yeah, see, here's the other thing that's kind of funny. It doesn't sync. So ChatGPT has a leg up there in the fact that it can sync. It does have vision, so you can use this button to pull up something. So let's try, see how smart it is. Take the picture, dude. Okay, it's thinking. Oh, it has a prompt in here, which is interesting. It says to blur the hidden faces from the Bing chat. Interesting. Oh, man, it's slow. Chat would crush this already. All right, so it's cool, but it's slow. It's real slow. Chat would be done with this already. Hello. This Bing, I can help you. I know what the book is. Ding dong, it's in my hand. Okay, now it's getting it right. It claims that it reads 2,136 Joyo kanji plus 360 additional kanji. This is correct. Without wasting time. Is a convenient layout that makes it easy to look up, practice the kanji. And so here's the exact translation. We publish, okay, 2160 plus 300 to remember. You can efficiently learn, okay, and it's easy to pull up, look up conveniently for the arrangement. Okay, so it nailed the translation. It's just slow. It's just mad slow. I won't even attempt to give it some of this hard stuff that I be reading. But yeah, it cool. It works. It does work. So there's a couple other cool stuff that I want to show you that we'll talk about at a different day. But if you are of the adventurous type, I definitely must go put ice on my damn face. This also I want to show you so you can know about. This is hot off the presses. This is NotebookLM from Google, and if you can't get here, you definitely will have to turn on. You'll definitely have to turn on the early access situation I talked about in the chat earlier, but it basically generates like a virtual note-taking assistant using Bard and some of the aforementioned not quite here. What's that thing called? Gemini. But we'll dig into this at a different date so we can go deeper. But just go ahead and set yourself up an account. You probably already have, Google account, so you're good to go. And this is where you want to start. Check out what it is, like what the notebook is. So basically, you put your notes in, and it can help you further them. It's really good for researching. Maybe you're writing a book. Maybe you're building something. You're trying to teach yourself how to code. You're trying to teach yourself a foreign language. NotebookLM, currently free right now in beta, but have at it. And yeah, just be a little careful with your personal information because, well, it's Google. You know how they do. You know how they do. Okay. I'm going to pop into Discord for a minute before I must go ice my face. I like to thank you guys. Now, quick couple of reminders going on is probably Monday afternoon and Wednesday, I am doing stuff in the Discord that I am calling Create Clinic. If you're on the email list, you got this update. This is the graphic. And thanks to Keely for helping me fix it because I kind of hosed it the first time. But yeah, basically like we did today, going through this without, like, I set it up and then I did something and I'm going to try to recreate and teach you how to do what I did. These I'm just doing live and in the open. So if I don't know what I'm doing, you get to sit there and not know what I'm doing with me. But I figure it might help you learn to be less afraid of attacking new apps and understand that every one of these things that you see us do with reckless abandon or with some smooth aplomb comes from hours of doing the exact same thing you would have to do. Start from zero and figure it out. So I'm doing some stuff in these clinics in the Discord, and for right now, they're sort of open house. Once we get through a couple of them, or AKA I finish building this site, then they'll be to the members only section. But keep on the Discord. We will have recordings of it. The last time Keely recorded it for me. This time, I want to tell you, if you're ever on a Discord stage is a little different, right? It's kind of like Keely said, Clubhouse, and I think she's right. That's the best way to explain it. It's kind of like Clubhouse. There'll be the presenter on the stage, and then, maybe a co-presenter or somebody that has a question. We pull you up to the stage, you ask the question, and everybody else you can't really hear them. And what that allows us to do is stay a little bit on track and not get sidetracked by any weird noises or baby screaming or whatever. So that part is cool. If there's something that you want to present to the group, let me know and we'll set up a little stage and you can do clinic too. So, Michelle, if you wanted to teach some Canvas stuff or practice, like a live stream, we'll do it as a stage and you just pop in or something new happened you think everybody should know about. If Kathy wants to show y'all how to use ThriveCart or something like that, or Alicia, just let me know. We'll set up a stage. So that's in the Discord. And if you're on the mailing list, you'll know about it. If you're in the Discord, you'll know about it because the announcements will come through, provided that it's set up properly. If not, I'll manually post the announcement, but I'm probably going to do them. Yes, almost like Zoom webinar, George. What do you think about the first one, George, since you came to the first one? Let me know your thoughts about that. So, yeah, that is it. And don't forget, if you haven't done so already, you can always pop on over to the Discord and get yourself joined up, and that'll be cool. Ooh, Kathy says I am in for ThriveCart, and I could talk about other few course platforms. See, that would be good. So you just tell me your availability. It doesn't have to match mine. We will just set up an event. I'll make a graphic for you, and you can just let it rip. Now, again, people, if you attend these things, I highly suggest you go into your QuickTime and you hit Command-Shift-5 on your computer. Command-Shift-5 on your computer will allow you to screen record them so that you can have it at your behest. Otherwise, you'd have to wait for us to upload them. And right now, Discord doesn't have a really smooth way to do recording. And, honestly, since we're streaming, I'd rather not waste that resource. Yeah, I don't know if Keely uploaded the other one yet because I didn't look at my YouTube backend. So let me look real quick and see if it's up there from the other day. But it was fun. I kind of liked it. We had us a blast. Michelle says she's about that life too. No, we didn't put it up yet. Don't worry. She's busy. She's setting herself up to be a winner. And let's see. The other thing, yeah, that's it. You don't have to rush. Whatever works, man. It's no biggie. So yeah, see you guys Monday. Just because I have to do follow up for the face and things like that, and one of these days we'll figure out a schedule, but probably not till after I come back from Orlando, which is at the end of the month. So any of you East Coasters, anybody going to Podfest, I will see you in Orlando. Super excited about that, and I'm going to the Mouse House for the first time in who knows what. I haven't seen the Mouse House since I was a weein'. Actually, never even been to the Florida Mouse House. I've only been to Anaheim Mouse House. And the last time I went, it was in my 20s, and I was high as fuck. Oh, my God. Anyway, let's pop over to the Discord for the quick little after-party action. And I appreciate you guys who suffered through me and my weird, slow, slightly drugged-out talking today. Let's go. I appreciate you. You guys rock. See you soon. Aloha. Ooh, seems as if I forgot the music. I'll fix that.